Hey guys, what is going on? It's Fakest Games here, and today I've got a video for you. And it's a different type of video. It's a lifetime stories video, right? I've always wanted to connect more with you guys, and I want to just tell funny stories from my life. And honestly, I hope you guys can tell some funny stories from your life in the comments. But anyway, alright, this is actually really recent, alright? It's like 2 days, okay? I'm not going to make it too long because it goes on for 2 days, okay? But yesterday, which would be the April 13th, 2016, we went outside in English class, right? Because we don't have recess anymore because we're in junior high, so, yeah. Which is the 8th year, year 8 for all you everywhere else but the United States people. We're 7th grade. And, we went outside, right? And we just did whatever we want. We went on the baseball field, the softball field, the track, the soccer field. We just did whatever, alright? And then when class was over, we came in, we went to our next class. But we were playing this game, right, because we didn't have any equipment. So it was like tag, but it was better than tag. Yeah, I know, I'm still playing tag. I was so bored, I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, let's do that. Alright, it was called Infection. It's tag, but you're still, if you're it, you will always be it. Just who you tag will help you get more people. Right, so first off, I juked someone out, and it was insane. I wish someone took a video of it. Only like 4 people saw. But, alright, this kid, he was it. And I wouldn't say he's fat, but he is definitely a lot heavier than me. And I'm not fat by any stretch of the imagination, just trust me. And he can't chase any of us, so he just laid on the ground pretty much the whole time. Okay, but apparently he tried to do a split, okay, and he hurt his leg. Okay, big deal, you could have pulled a muscle or something, right? So we went to our next class after that, all, like, done and all that. I actually have another story from this. I'll tell that later. Actually, yeah. After that, we went to science and all, because that was our next class and our last class of the day, right? It was, like, 8 minutes into the class. We're not even doing our, like, warm-up for that class, right? He's like, Miss Bennett, can I go to the nurse? And she was like, yeah, because, like, it's kind of weird, because one, no one ever asked to go to the nurse in the last period. They just want to go home. And it was really not him because, honestly, he's not the active type, so he wouldn't be getting hurt because he doesn't do anything. And she was like, yeah, sure. And then he walked up there, right? He was limping a bit. I was like, okay, maybe he just hurt himself. Whoop-de-doo. And then she was like, are you all right? And he was like, yeah. And he, like, nodded his head. And then he turned around, like, to walk out the class, and he started limping real bad. And then he started sniffling, like... And then he turned around and he was bawling his eyes, like he was crying like he just watched his parents die. And he looked at the class and was like, and then he turned around, looked at Miss Bennett and was like, and then he just walked out of the class. And then it was like, oh, okay. But later, like that day at the end of class pretty much, we had a free day because it was like, I don't even know what we did, but we didn't have anything to do. He came back in a wheelchair, and we were like, whoa, what did you do? And he was like, I don't know, my leg hurts. So he left school early, like 15 minutes early, whoopsie-doo. And then the next day, right, it's in the morning, me and Twirl Boom, in case you guys know him, we're just walking down the hallways, because we ride the same bus, right? We were walking down the hallways, getting to our homeroom, unpacking, putting our stuff into our locker, and we turn around, and we see this kid. I don't know if I said his name, but if I did say his name, I'm not going to say his name again, okay? His name is Ricardo. I'm just going to call him Ricardo. That's not his real name, but Ricardo sounds nice, okay? So we see Ricardo on crutches, and one, he's not even using it right. Like, his feet are on the ground. Both feet are on the ground at the same time. Then he swings his leg, uses the crutches, and his feet land on the ground, and just keeps doing that, right? And then it's, oh my god, he's such a liar. He didn't even hurt himself, whoop-de-doo, blah, 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 blah. And then the first class I had with him, which was the second class of the day, I was like, yo, Ricardo, like, what happened? And all that. And, he was like, I torn a ligament. I was like, what? Like, how do you do that from doing a split? And he was like, I jumped, and it kind of hurt. I was like, what? So we went on through class, and I was like, which leg hurts? And he was like, this one. And he pointed at his right thigh, and I was like, oh, alright. And I forget what happened, but he stomped his legs as hard as he could, like, as if normal. And I was like, hey, Ricardo, You're faking it. You just stomped your feet. If you torn a ligament, you would not be doing that. And if you would, you'd be bawling your eyes out. And he was like, I can stomp my feet? I just can't walk. Okay. So the day goes on, right? We're now at lunch. We only have 2 more classes. Lunch is before the class where we went outside, so it's English. I see him in line. His crutches, like he's holding his crutches in his hands, and he's standing up, putting weight on his right leg, putting weight on his left leg. Just normal, okay? And then when he uses his crutches, he's like, oh, all right, teachers are looking. I got to get up to the food. Bigger boy, he wants some food. So he goes up to, like, closer to the food area, right? And then he's, like, 3 steps away, maybe even, like, one little crutch, I guess. Like, one little movement with the crutches, right? And then he starts walking. And he does it all subtle, like no one sees it. And I was, yo! And I was talking to my Trent. I said Trent. What? I don't even know a Trent. I was talking to my friend Gilberto. And I was like, yo, he's a little liar. Okay? And I was like, what? He said that. God, I'm all over the place. And we were like watching him. And he came back. I was like, you're a little liar. You're a faker. Stop this. It's not even funny. Alright? And then right after lunch, I'm not even kidding, okay? He was like all day swearing, oh, I torn a ligament, I can't walk, I can't do any of that, and the whole day I was calling him out on it. He was like, you can think whatever you want, man. I torn a ligament, okay? So after lunch, we were in the hallways, we were going to English, and my friend, Pablo Escobar, I said... Oh, let's not speak of him. Let's give him a new name. My friend, John Morrison. Yeah, sure, John Morrison. He walked up to me and was like, hey, Ricardo, he's not even using his crutches. He's holding them in his hands. He was walking down the hallways with his crutches, one in his right hand and one in his left hand. And the teacher was already in the classroom, and I was like, am I the only one that sees this? And I was talking so loud. I was like, please, have me not be the only one to see this. And he was like, guys, it's fine. I took an Advil. I was like, oh my God, someone please shoot me. Just shoot me. Just do it right now. Just do it right now. If you guys don't know what it is, Advil or ibuprofen, whatever you call it, it reduces pain, right? But it's not going to save you from a torn ligament. Urgh. And he put his crutches in his locker. I was really about to shoot this kid. I really was. He was like, guys, it's alright, it's Advil. And the whole English class, they were like, oh yeah, the teacher said, we may not go outside again because, people are getting hurt. And I was like, it's alright. All we gotta do is take Advil before we go. We'll be fine, 30 minutes. That sounds good. And she looked at me. She smiled. She was like, oh my gosh. No, Ricardo will probably never like me. Even though he never did. I don't like Ricardo anyway. That's why I'm making this video. But, that's just a funny story, right? And I'll tell the next story next time I do this. And this is Friday when I upload this, I think. Right now it's Thursday. But anyway, it's just... Oh, the whole day it was like, why does he have crutches? Why was he in a wheelchair yesterday? How he hurt himself? Everybody had different stories on how he hurt himself. It was just so insane. And I have so many more stories. Even about Ms. Bennett, my science teacher. Everyone hates her. And you guys will find out why in the next couple story videos, okay? I'll probably upload these on Fridays and Mondays. The real funny ones probably on Mondays. Just to, start your week off good. That guy Bane, he tells some funny stories. Because honestly, my school, honestly, I gotta tell you a scary story next video. Yo, I'll probably upload this with the other story. I thought I was gonna be murdered, but you guys have to stay tuned for that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more stories, DLC 2 from Black Ops 3, and PS Vita videos, okay? And if you really want to, and you got a funny story that you just can't hold in your body, you just can't contain it, go into the comments, write me a big old long story. It can be no matter how long, because trust me, I read every single comment. I will read it. So have a wonderful day, and don't tear a ligament. But if you do, make sure to take some Advil. It'll make everything okay. Peace out.